A very good evening and welcome to Athletics on 216 in partnership with Curo. My name is Temba Madima and this evening we've got a fantastic show coming up with an amazing guest. But of course, I'm going to make you guess before I tell you who exactly it is. Listen up, listen very carefully. He's been taking the world by storm when it comes to the under 20 men 400 meter. He's got the fastest time in the 400 meter in the world for under 20, as well as the fastest time in the 200 meter in the world for the under 20 category. He is also your African under 18 200 meter silver medalist, as well as the African under 18 400 meter bronze medalist. Ladies and gentlemen, in the studio with me this evening is Leendert Koekemoer. Leendert, thank you for coming and welcome to Athletics on 216.
Thank you very much.
I mean, fantastic year. Your CV already speaks for itself. But 2025, after all that's happened in 2024 with the injuries, you're back with a bang. Tell us, how has the year been so far and how are you feeling?
The year's been amazing. I feel so great. I feel so great being back to running again. It's the best feeling ever.
Best feeling ever, but I mean, it's a process. It couldn't have been easy
Definitely.
coming back from injuries. Just run us through that process. What kept you focused on your comeback and making sure that you come out guns blazing?
The focus was being better than I was. I just strive to be better than I was before, just to keep my head into the game and just keep on pushing.
Absolutely. You've got to keep pushing. You've got to
Yes.
keep fighting. And I think that's what you learn, especially when it comes to athletics. It's an
Definitely.
individual sport, but there's also a team element where you need your coach, you need your training partners. Just tell us your relationship with your coach, your training partners, how does that motivate you?
I have a very good relationship with my coach and my training partners because they become like your family.
Yeah.
It's the people you have around you when you need them the most. So our coach would always come to me before a race, what's game plan, what you're going to do, what you're going to run, tell me what to not to do, not to go too fast. My teammates as well, always there making jokes, making athletics fun, how it should be.
Absolutely. I mean, your training partner, he's done so much great, he's had so many great achievements. That world under 20, 400 meter gold medal, live play, lightning strikes in the form of play. Your relationship with him and obviously training with him must obviously push you to run fast.
Definitely. Coach sometimes even splits us to not to run together because otherwise we push each other just too much. But yeah, me and Life, we have a good relationship because we do the same event. So yeah, we best friends out of track, but on the track, when it's time to race, we race.
Coach having to split them up because you know it gets, and the guys get competitive, they get competitive. Just looking into school sports, we've had that amazing event, the Curo Podium. We've had many other events, Goue, Liga. We'll touch on those later on. What makes school sports so special? I mean, it's different. You can taste the atmosphere. What makes it so good?
Definitely the talent. Everyone gets a chance to show what they made of. Everyone gets a chance to go out guns blazing fast. And yeah, it's like the atmosphere is really good.
The gees.
The gees,
They talk about the gees at these competitions. What does that do for you as an athlete? I mean, you can compare it. Senior athletics versus school athletics. What's the difference?
There's a big difference actually. It's like when COVID was here. There was no spectators in the stands, was quiet, no motivation to finish that 400.
Yeah.
But now with the spectators, they push you just that little bit to keep on pushing. Yeah.
Keep on pushing. Just looking at that race over here, that was that amazing 400 meter which you ran at the Curo Podium. I mean, a fantastic race there. You were guns blazing, going for that maximum effort. Just tell us about this race. What was going through your mind and what was the plan behind this race?
First race was just to run. I stood there just before the race. I told myself just relax. I went in. I ran I ran very relaxed, and the time just came. So yeah, that's basically the race.
Absolutely, the time comes, and I think that's probably one of the secrets as well. When you stress and you wanna, put all your focus in fast times, best performance. I'm gonna sleep early. I'm gonna eat. You know, those races don't always turn out the way you want them to, and the ones where you're like, relax.
Yeah.
Just tell us some of the thoughts in the race while I was running fast. What was going on in your mind? Was it like full focus or was it a bit of relaxation.
I was very relaxed in that race. My mind was everywhere. I was looking around while I was running. I was looking at my feet while I was running, looking at the other people. My mind was everywhere. But just because I was really relaxed, and that helped me at the end of the day. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Just enjoying it, being relaxed and working hard. I mean, a lot of athletes, maybe like you, would go through injuries.
Yeah.
Right? We spoke about it. You came back from injuries. It's not lekker. It's probably, I mean, it's borderline. It can get into your mental health
Yes,
if we
definitely.
talk on that. What message do you have to those athletes just to make sure that, listen, guys, it's okay?
The tough times are never gonna last.
Yeah.
That's my message. Just keep on pushing. Still believe that you can do it, and yeah, it will come to you when the time is right.
It will come when the time is right. In the words of a famous man on Instagram and social media, tough times never last. And that's exactly what you need to do when it comes to running fast. The school season still building up, national championships. I mean, that's the pinnacle of your school year, as well as, you know, going into getting that national crown. What are the plans for this year, and what are you aiming to try achieve at the national champs?
National champs, I'm trying to go for the Untemperers SA record, that 45:15. That would be awesome. And also to make the relay team for China would also be quite amazing, yeah.
Big goals,
Yeah.
big ambitions. And I mean, just being part of that team going to Worlds, I mean, your training partner is part of it. Is he saying, man, do what you got to do. Let's join me. Let's go to Worlds.
He's definitely saying that. He's been saying it for a long time. Let's go together. Yeah.
Maybe this is the year where it will all happen. And then when it comes to just the school environment, athletes that you've picked up that this guy, he's next. He's got the potential to do great things. Any athletes that you've got on your radar? Don't have to be in your event, just in general.
Definitely. South Africa has a lot of upcoming athletes like Smiley, Zatu, Penyo, all great athletes who's coming. Even Stian Meiberg, he's flying with the track these days. He's also coming up. So there's a lot of great talent out there. Yeah.
Great talent always makes it more exciting when you go into these championships, especially when it comes to trying to get the best performances from everybody. What are some of the things that you look forward to when you're coming to a season? Obviously, the season is very long.
Yeah.
First part of the season, summer in the early stages from up until, let's say, April. And then there's that later part of the season as well. I mean, you've ran both and ran fast in actually both of those years. It's your last year, matric this year.
Yeah.
Need to pass, need to get those good results.
Yeah.
How are you going to balance it?
I think staying focused and having like a schedule
Yeah.
is very important between athletics and school.
Yeah.
I think you have to balance the two very good if you want to still get good marks but still run fast. So I think that's very important, yeah.
Yeah, the balance is not easy.
Yeah.
School, I remember chatting to you. We'll get into some of that. I mean, if you had to choose between school and athletics, you probably want to take athletics. But what I love about athletics in South Africa is that all the top athletes, they've got degrees. Caster Semenya, Wade van Niekerk, LJ van Zyl, Akani Simbini, and the list goes on and goes on. I mean, it's very important. Do you stay in South Africa when you're done with school? Or do you go to America?
I'm definitely staying in South Africa after school.
Local is lekker, is what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
All right, before we go into a break, we're going to touch on the Goue Liga. That's where Leendert Koekemoer was running. And then we'll also bring you highlights from some of the races from the previous week. See you soon.
Special here, and we're off immediately. It is Koekemoer who comes out of the bend very quickly, and look at him just working in the bend now. The focus is all about running fast times. He drives with precision, he drives with force, and look at that sheer focus. It's all about one thing, it's about running fast, and fast he goes indeed. That will be a new personal best. Just look at the reaction from the supporters. Well, they love that. He will love that. It's a new personal best. unofficial winning time, 20.80. And the question will always be, are you not entertained? 8 seconds. And we're off. Fast start there from Niemann. Murray tries to go with who will it be? It's going to be Megan Niemann, pressured by Murray from Garsfontein, but Megan Niemann looks fantastic. She takes the final hurdle. And
Machian Saunders, the under 17 100-meter final at the 2025 Prestige. And away they go this time. Africa off to a flyer, and away he goes. He's pulling away from the rest now. Berg trying to stay with him, and Isaac Berg is trying to stay with him all the way. But it's Africa who pulls away with a time of 10.8.
Welcome back to Athletics on 216 in partnership with Kuro. We're still in studio, but before I talk to my guest again, Leendert Koekemoer in the house, let's have a look at his performance from Kuro Podium.
And we're underway in the final 400-meter race on our program today. As expected, Leendert Koekemoer in lane 5, starting well, and Jabulo Mbata on his outside from Tux, also looking strong as they hit the back straight. Mbata running very, very well here. Leendert Koekemoer struggling to close him down. Also looking good, Werner Goos in lane 3. Can Goos fight his way into this race? Koekemoer finally manages to shut down Mbata. Mbata trying his best to hang on there in that outside lane. Having a brilliant run is Njabulo Mbata, but here comes Leendert Koekemoer. Let's watch the clock. This boy is lightning fast. He's opened a massive gap now. Leendert Koekemoer once again.
Welcome to Athletics on 216. I'm standing here with Leendert Koekemoer. Leendert, what a season it's been so far. Does it feel like a dream being back?
It feels amazing to be back. There's nothing better than athletics.
Nothing better than athletics, and I always say it's more than just athletics. This is the livelihood of a lot of these athletes, your passion, your love, and just doing it on a day-to-day basis. I'm sure it gives you a lot of joy.
A lot of joy. If running was a subject, 100%.
100% for running, and that is that's quite hilarious. And then just looking at your comeback, the times are dropping, the amount of mental work you must have done. What type of work have you done to make sure that when you're back better and stronger than ever?
Being strong. I learned how to know my body. And if I run and I don't feel good, I'd rather stop than keep on pushing. So I think the most important thing of all of this was learning to know my body.
Absolutely. Knowing your body is usually the beginning of great performances. You've got the fastest time in the world for the 400 meters for the under 20. How does it feel? You're on top of the world at the moment.
It feels amazing. I feel like I proved my point from how long I was away. So yeah, definitely proving my point.
Absolutely proving his point indeed. What else can we look forward to? I mean, the Kuro Podium event, always a fantastic one. Performances are always great. What makes this competition special?
Definitely the people, your friends, everyone here. So many schools. It's like basically like a mini essays. If you do good here, the chances you do good at essays are very high.
Absolutely, it is the best of the best schools from around the country, north and south, combining for this grand finale, and it's been exciting. All the best for the season, Leendert. And what message would you give to those who are watching and supporting you? Anything to say to them?
Don't give up and just keep on pushing.
Very simple, don't give up, keep pushing. Danko, Leendert Koekemoer, all the best.
Thank you very much.
For the rest of the season.
Leendert, we looked at that performance, and what a performance it was. Just run us through your Kuro Podium 400 meter. It was spectacular.
Yeah, definitely. So basically, I started the race, tried to come out the first 50 meters, come out hard, push. I pushed the first 50. When I came into the back straight, I just kept calm, just kept the pace, went a little bit slower, tad slower, just kept my pace, went, ran. When I got to the 150, I just lift up, my game plan was to just not push, but lift up my knees and just drive. What happened, when I got over the line, the clock said 45.6.
What was going through your mind when you saw that?
Crazy times, crazy times. I don't know what I was thinking, but Yeah, I just thought I did something crazy. Yeah.
All right, now we're going to test Leendert's knowledge of athletics. How much do you know your track and field? It's time for the pop quiz. And here's the first question. Question number 1. What is the SA under 20 400 meter record? Is it A, 45.20? Is it B, 45.30? Or is it C, 45.15 seconds?
It's C. The answer is C.
The answer C, 45.1 seconds, is correct. For a bonus point, I'm going to ask you, do you know who it is that ran that time?
Rian Demper.
Rian Dempers is correct. Next question. What is the SA under 20 200 meter record time? Is it A, 20.10, B, 20.20, or is it C, 20.31 seconds?
I believe it's C.
C is incorrect. The answer is 20.10 seconds. Final one, to make it very easy, what is the SA junior 100 meter record time? Under 20?
10.20.
10.20 is incorrect. I didn't help him out with A, B, and C this time. I'm going to test it. It's going to get harder and harder. The correct time is 10.03, and that was ran by Bradley Nkwana. If you remember that.
Yeah, I do.
All right, now let's go to the Leendert Wall of Fame. As you can see here, fantastic performances all around. Just looking at these pictures, a lot of memories. Which of these photos are the ones that you are most fond of?
Definitely this one. When I came across the line and I ran 45.60. It's the best feeling, yeah.
45.60, obviously you ran that at that Koekemoer podium, an amazing race. We spoke about that race. We spoke extensively about that race. And I mean, it's probably one of the highlights of your moment, of your career. Any other photos that you see on this wall here that you think was a very special moment?
Definitely this one of my 200, where I ran my PB of 20.79. Especially special. It's my first 200 in 2 years.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and you came out flying. So you've got that amazing time over the 200 meter.
Yeah.
Fastest in the world so far for your age group, as well as the fastest 400 meter time in the world this year for your age group. Does that give you a good indication of where you are so far in the season?
I would say so, but I'm just waiting for the other countries' leagues to start.
Yeah.
Because that's when you can really see
Where you
late
are.
in the year where you placed. Yeah.
Absolutely. Right, now we're going to ask a bit of a more personal question. Who is Leendert Koekemoer? Outside of track and field, who's Leendert?
A calm person. I take everything very unseriously. I'm just living my best life.
Living your best life.
Yeah.
Family, relationship with your friends, how is that off the track?
Definitely, my best friends are twins, so those are my best friends at school. My family also a big part of track, obviously with me, because they support me in everything I do, and yeah.
Of course, you can't do anything without the support of your friends as well as the support of your family, and that makes it. I think that's what makes track and field also that special.
Yeah.
Relationship with your coach. I want to dig deeper into that. When did you meet your coach, and what type of role does she play in your life as an athlete and also off track?
I met my coach when I was grade 5. I switched coaches when I was grade 5.
Sheesh.
So I've been with her for 7 to 8 years now.
Sure.
And yeah, she's like sort of a mother figure to me, because when I'm not at school, I'm at track. So I see her almost more than my own mom. So she's definitely, like a mother figure to me, yeah.
I think that's what we hear. A lot of the athletes building very strong relationship with their coaches. I mean, end of the day, it's not only about being on the track.
Yeah.
It's also you as a human being and you as a person on the track. I'm going to ask you this. A lot of athletes need motivation. Maybe they're going through a tough time. You went through some tough times. What message would you give them just as a word of motivation to young athletes like yourself?
To never give up, to keep on pushing, believing in yourself, and that tough time, or doesn't always last that long, and just to wait, your time will come.
Your time will come indeed. And something about 2025 says Leendert Koekemoer's time is here. And I mean, a lot of good memories and a lot of good highlights in the year so far. Now it's all about staying calm, staying focused. A lot of goals that you still want to tick off all the way until world championships later on. How do you and your coach and your family make sure that everything is balanced? There's school, there's the running professional events and running at school level events, and it's a long year. How do you guys stay calm?
I think staying calm is the most important part of it all. Just not to like over-exaggerate anything. To just stay calm and take everything step by step. I feel is where you need to start, to take everything step by step and just keep on working and try to do your best. Yeah.
Absolutely, always do your best. I'm going to ask you this one. Everybody's got a role model. Maybe it's on the track, maybe it's off the track. Who would you say is Leendert's role model?
Definitely Usain Bolt.
The incredible.
The incredible Usain Bolt, yeah. Definitely him.
Why Usain Bolt?
I don't know, since I've grown up, I've always watched Usain Bolt. I even have his movie in a disc. So that's like the person who got me into sprinting.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, if I must personally say as well, every time his video comes up on social media or any platform, there's just something about his energy. He's very electric, entertaining, but he runs those fast times. Is this something that you see yourself doing in the future, or are we going to see Leendert just being himself?
I'm my own person. I can't be another Usain Bolt. Leendert is going to be Leendert, yeah.
That's good stuff to hear. Leendert, some of the focus, especially at school athletics, is major competitions. You still have some major competitions coming up this year. What school competition are you focusing on, and what's the plan there?
The next competition I have is Super Inter High, where I believe I'll be doing the 100, 200, and 400, and then the relay. So my focus there will just be to run the right times, but still get enough points for my school to win. That's the point for my last year in matric.
Last year in matric, I think that's very important. After here, it's going out into the big bad world.
Yeah.
We spoke to Walaza. He's saying now he doesn't have to worry about lights out, rays, all those things. What did you say you're looking forward to the most after being done with high school?
Basically the same thing. I can't just wait to just run. That's what I want to do, yeah.
Just run is what they want to do. But of course, there's more responsibilities that he needs to take on as well before we're getting there. So Leendert, had a good time with you. Always like chatting, getting to know you as well. I mean, it's special getting to know the athletes. Just before we eventually get out of this show, you need to do something for me.
The dance.
So either you're going to show me a dance, you've been watching, you know how it is, or you can show me a celebration or something that I can learn. Not too difficult, keep it simple. Okay?
I'll start you a celebration. So it's 1, 2, 3, like that.
All right, count me in. Let's go.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
2, 3. And there you have it. That's the celebration that you need to put on. Pow, pow, pow. Aggressive, fast. He's got the guns and he's the man to look out for, running all those fast times. It is, ladies and gentlemen, Leendert Koekemoer. For all of you who have joined in, thank you so much for watching episode number 3. It was special. And Athletics on 216 in partnership with Curo will be back again next week. Same time, same place, 8 o'clock. Make sure, set those reminders, guys. We're going to continue to have these amazing conversations. Take care and good night.